Somebody shot in my car. Well, when that
So
was
you
in
quite
there,
naturally then fired 51 rounds at other people.
I was actually,
You didn't even know who you were shooting at, did you?
yes, I did.
Well,
I
that's not
seen
what
some,
these people say.
I
These
seen him,
people
I seen him run towards my car, and I discharged my firearm. That's it.
at
That's all I have to
what?
say.
Let's see. Let's see. You, uh,
Two felony cases, one man, and a courtroom about to explode with tension. Right from the start, the judge makes it clear. This isn't going to be just another routine hearing. We have Mr. Bennett, charged with deadly conduct, accused of firing at vehicles. 51 rounds to be exact. That's not a typo, 50 flying in Jefferson County, Texas. And the punishment range: 2 to 10 years in prison for each case. But here's the twist. You're about to see Bennett trying to take a plea deal that could save him from prison, and a judge who is not buying his shaky story. Stick with me, because by the time this is over, you'll be questioning whether justice means mercy or consequences. So tell me, viewers, do you think probation is enough for firing 51 bullets in public? Let's dive in.
two cases called now, 24 CR 303 and 0304. Each of them similarly allege that on or about January 11th, 2024, in Jefferson County, Texas, you committed the third-degree felonies of, it says, deadly conduct, discharging a firearm at or in the direction of others, namely a vehicle. All right, you are Mr. Bennett?
Correct.
Okay. And Mr. Dusler is here representing you. And do we need a formal reading of these indictments or summary as the court just gave? Is that sufficient? These are third degree felonies, Mr. Bennett, which mean if convicted, you face no less than 2, no more than 10 years.
Pause right here. This is a critical legal moment. The judge is spelling out the punishment range: minimum 2 years, maximum 10 years per case. That's up to 20 years total behind bars, plus heavy fines. But here's where it gets interesting. Bennett isn't being pushed straight toward prison. Instead, he's being offered what's called deferred adjudication probation. That means if he behaves and completes probation, he avoids a conviction on his record. Sounds like a golden ticket, right? But here's the million-dollar question. How do you give probation to someone who just admitted firing 51 rounds in a residential area? Would you call that justice or a slap on the wrist?
Confinement in prison in each case, and you can also be fined up to $10,000. You understand the punishment range applicable in each of these cases.
Correct.
Agreements have been reached where you would be placed on deferred or unadjudicated probation on each case. Is that right, everybody?
Yes.
Which will be which can be up to 10 years in length, fine $500. These would run concurrently. Do you understand?
Correct.
If I follow this agreement in each case, you have no right of appeal. Do you understand?
Correct.
How do you plead in each of these cases? Guilty or not guilty? That you,
Yes.
how do you plead in each case?
Guilty.
Guilty or not guilty? I'm sorry, guilty?
Correct.
Are you pleading guilty in each case voluntarily on your own free will and because you are guilty?
I guess so. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I guess so.
Did you catch that hesitation? The defendant says, "I guess so, yes." That's not exactly the confident, voluntary guilty plea the court requires. In criminal law, a guilty plea must be clear, voluntary, and without doubt. But here Bennett sounds uncertain, almost like he's being nudged into admitting guilt. And judges don't play around with uncertainty. It can derail an entire plea agreement. Viewers, think about this. If you were the judge and heard a defendant respond with "I guess so," would you trust that plea? Or would you start to wonder if this man really understands what he's admitting to?
Yes, you are,
Correct.
yes.
I show you what's marked in each case as State's Exhibit 1. Did you sign those documents voluntarily?
Correct.
Did you understand them, discuss them with your attorney? Are the contents all true and correct? Yes.
Yeah, correct.
State's Exhibit 1 is tendered into evidence in each of these cases.
No objection.
Without objection admitted. Among other things, this states you are mentally competent to enter your guilty pleas, which are freely and voluntarily made. You know what you've been charged with. The indictment's been read to you. You've read them. You are guilty of the crime charged in any lesser included offenses. You are giving up your rights to a jury trial and the right to the appearance, confrontation, cross-examination of witnesses. You were totally satisfied with the representation provided by your lawyer. All of this is true. It states, so help you God. Is that so?
Correct.
State's Exhibit 1 is made a part of the record for all purposes. Pre-sentence reports waived?
Yes, sir.
Stand by, please. All right, I'm looking at this probable cause affidavit.
That's right.
And what happened here?
Somebody shot in my car. Well, when that
So
was
you
in there-
quite naturally then fired 51 rounds at other people.
Here we go. The bombshell moment. The judge confronts Bennett with the heart of the case: 51 bullets unleashed on the public. Imagine that. Reloading 3 separate times and spraying bullets into cars, businesses, and streets. And what's Bennett's defense? He claims he was protecting his child. Now, protecting your family is one thing, but unloading 51 rounds into unknown targets, that crosses into reckless territory fast. And you can hear the judge's disbelief. Are you watching movies? He asks. This isn't just courtroom drama, this is real life where reckless actions nearly cost lives. Question for you: do you buy Bennett's self-defense claim? Or is this just an excuse to cover up dangerous behavior?
I was actually,
You didn't even know who you were shooting at, did you?
yes, I did.
Well, that's
I
not
see
what
some-
these people say.
I
These
seen him-
people,
I seen him run towards my car, and I discharged my firearm. That's it.
at
That's all I
what?
have.
Let's see. You,
I'll be honest with you.
Waji Hamad, let me speak. Waji Hamad, who owns Last Call Liquor, it was struck by several bullets. He wanted to file charges. Were you shooting at Last Call Liquor for some
Yeah,
reason?
Correct.
Well, that's what got struck by your wild bullet fire.
May have got hit in the midst of,
Juan Rojas,
Always.
whose passenger car was struck by several bullets coming from Bennett, he wanted to file charges against you as well. Were you shooting Juan Rojas for some reason?
incorrect.
You shot at it. It hit his passenger vehicle.
I wasn't trying to.
Huh?
My bullets went straight.
Oh, you don't think that can happen when you fire 51 bullets?
Correct. That's what happened.
What do you think? Is that too, are you watching movies? I mean, 51 bullets. What were you firing from? What kind of weapon was it and what was the magazine?
Glock 45. And
How
I
many
had
times did you reload,
3 times.
sir?
3 times.
3 reloads. Let that sink in. This wasn't a panicked one-time reaction. This was a calculated act: shoot, reload, shoot again, reload, and repeat. At this point, the argument of protecting my child becomes harder to believe. If you're under attack, you run, you call the police, you defend in the moment. But reloading 3 times, that shows persistence and intent. The judge even points it out. You don't think bullets can go stray when you fire 51 rounds? That single line exposes the recklessness at play. Viewers, think about it. When does self-defense cross over into outright endangerment?
You reloaded 3 times. Who in particular were you shooting at that you obviously missed? Who were you shooting at in particular?
My
It's not
target,
supposed to happen in a city. They shouldn't be shooting at you, and you shouldn't be firing 51 rounds at different people who weren't involved.
I was doing what I had to do to protect my child. If you was in that situation, you would have done the same thing.
I'm sorry, sir. You're incorrect. I would be responsible in what I'm shooting at.
Correct.
If you would have killed anybody, you'd have been charged with murder,
Correct.
in spite of what your intentions may have been.
Correct.
Okay. What was someone shooting at you for? Why were they shooting at you? What provoked this? You have no clue? For no reason? Is that what you're telling me? For no reason, somebody just started shooting at you unprovoked?
And now Bennett claims he was shot at first, for no reason. But notice how vague he gets. He can't name who shot at him, can't explain why and when pressed. He even tells the judge to go ask them. That right there is a major courtroom blunder. Talking back to a judge, being evasive, and acting smug, none of that helps your case. In fact, it makes you look guilty and disrespectful. This is where you see the judge's patience running thin. And honestly, viewers, if someone fired 51 bullets in your neighborhood, would you accept, "I don't know who I was shooting at," as a valid defense?
I know it can happen, but that's not what normally happens in this courtroom.
Can you go ask them?
I'm sorry?
You can go ask them.
Are you being a smart aleck to me?
No, I'm saying.
Who is it?
I don't
Who
know
is
where-
it? Who is it? Who is that person you want me to go ask? What's their name? So why would you say something like that to me? Go ask them. That's just being a smart aleck. Is that your nature? You're reckless. Is that your nature to be a smart aleck?
Just,
That's rude in this courtroom. That's rude. Have you ever been arrested before?
correct.
Is that yes? I'm asking you a question. I'm not making a statement. Or have you been arrested before?
Yeah,
How many times?
one time.
For what?
Yes.
This? I'm not talking about this event.
No,
For shooting at another time?
no.
A
Correct.
sh- Do you want to go out there and sit in the cell for a little while? What were you arrested for? Is my question. Why am I having to pull this out like I'm a dentist pulling your teeth out?
Do you have any other arrests besides
No.
this?
That's what I'm asking you. You've never been arrested before other than this,
My
right?
first offense. I'm not understanding why I'm getting 10 years probation.
This is jaw-dropping. Bennett isn't just denying full responsibility. He's actually questioning why he got probation at all. He seems to think he deserves a lighter deal, even after admitting to firing 51 rounds. But here's the kicker: the judge flat out rejects the probation agreement and sets the case for trial. That's rare. Judges usually accept plea deals unless there's a serious red flag, and Bennett's behavior is one big red flag. The indecisiveness, the attitude, the lack of accountability, it all adds up. So what do you think? Did the judge make the right call by pushing this to trial instead of probation?
Huh?
This is my first offense, so I'm not understanding why I got 10 years probation. That's all I'm saying.
You're not going to get 10 years deferred probation with me. We're setting this for trial. We'll let a jury decide your fate. That's what happens when you're indecisive. These are all situations when you plead guilty. You have to convince me that that's what you want to do. Mr. Dusler, we're setting this for trial. Do you want him to represent you at trial? Are you a public defender on this?
Yes.
You don't even have a job?
Correct. I wound up breaking my leg. I broke my fibula in my 2 years.
When?
Shoot. Like 3 months ago.
Okay, before that, what did you do for work?
Landscape.
How much did you make for landscaping? How long were you a landscaper?
7 months.
Before that, what did you do?
I was working at Sun.
At Sonic?
Now the court digs into Bennett's background, jobs, income, history. Why? Because probation isn't just about avoiding prison. It's about proving you can live responsibly under supervision. Bennett's work history sounds unstable at best. Odd jobs, short-term gigs, and no clear future path. That paints a picture for the judge. If this man can't hold steady employment, how is he going to handle years of probation with strict rules and obligations? It's another strike against him. And you can hear the judge building his case for trial instead of mercy.
Checkers, stuff like that. just really fast food. I wasn't really working too much. I was trying to get into the plant, but that's a hit or miss.
Well, you won't get in with this over your head. We're going to set this for trial and we'll let a jury decide. By the way, juries cannot give deferred or unadjudicated probation. If it's probation, you're convicted for the rest of your life for a felony if they give you probation. And you're looking at up to 10 years on each case, but it would be for a jury. Jury can't give you deferred or unadjudicated probation. You can only get this from the court.
And
And I'm not accepting his pleas.
This is the turning point. The judge shuts the door on deferred probation entirely, saying flat out, I'm not accepting his pleas. That means Bennett is officially headed to trial. For context, deferred probation could have spared him from a permanent felony record. But his own words and behavior sabotaged the deal. This is huge because it shows that in court, attitude matters almost as much as the charges. Bennett's uncertainty, excuses, and disrespect convinced the judge he wasn't ready to take responsibility. Let me throw this to you. Should judges weigh attitude so heavily, or should punishment be strictly about the crime itself?
In the manner he has presented to me,
So
we're going to go to trial.
So-
Mr. Dusler can continue to represent you. He's a
Why
fine
not?
lawyer. Is that what you want to do? Or we can replace him and get somebody on the trial docket wheel?
If you want it to get resolved, we're going to get replace me. So tell me this.
I'm about to go. We'll figure it out.
Mr. Bennett, you and I have gone over this at length, and while you feel that 10 years is a long time to be on probation, you understand that the court was going to cut you a break by giving you deferred adjudication.
Also, I can
Listen
shorten it by
closely
third,
here.
but
The judge reveals he was actually planning to show mercy. Deferred adjudication would have been a huge break, cutting probation time and avoiding a conviction. But Bennett blew it by failing to own his actions. This moment is a reminder that second chances in court are earned, not guaranteed. It's not just about what you did. It's about how you face the consequences. The lesson here. If you're asking for mercy, you better come prepared with honesty, remorse, and respect. Otherwise, as we see here, the court will have no problem throwing the case to a jury.
also I can shorten it by third, but for people who do,
Exactly.
which I do every day.
Since you've never been
But
on probation,
That's not going to be applicable in this case.
since you've never been on probation before, the district attorney and the court were going to cut you a break and offer you deferred adjudication. You may not like the length of the term of probation, but that's generally what the judge.
This isn't the place to sell it. Yeah, I mean, it just should have been done a long time ago
And-
before we come up here.
It was.
And that's, so do you want to keep him for trial or not? Yes or no?
You want to replace me and let him get a different lawyer, you can get it to court quickly.
It's your option. He's a good lawyer. There is no answer. You will, under the rules, you will be representing and we'll set these for trial. Get a resetting from that lady and we're going to try this one.
Judge, I think he's responding now.
I really just got to think about it. There's a lot. Really
Get
a
the
lot.
resetting. Mr. Deuce.
And there it is. The final gavel on this hearing. The judge rejects the plea, rejects probation, and sends Bennett's case to trial. What started as a possible soft landing with deferred adjudication has now turned into a high-stakes gamble before a jury. If convicted, Bennett could face up to 20 years in prison. This case shows how a defendant's words, attitude, and actions inside the courtroom can change everything. What do you think? Did the judge make the right call? Or should Bennett have been given that second chance on probation? Let us know in the comments below. And if you found this breakdown as shocking as we did, don't forget to hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom moments every week.